Okay, we're gonna start off a little funky today. So this is, yeah, this is our intention. So this is technically a yin yoga pose that's called alligator. You just stack up your hands and then let your forehead rest on it. And if it feels like you can walk your feet backwards just a little bit, that can help the spine be nice and long. This can be really helpful because sometimes Shavasana, it accentuates the low back grounding. And so this can help to allow the low back to have that gentle arch instead of the hunch. Also just nice because it's a little different. It's nice when you breathe into your deep belly space. It allows there to be a little massage for the intestines. Different benefits here. And we'll connect with our intention, which is going outside the box. So part of our stuff going outside the box is playing with some of the poses we don't always play with. Like this, different ways to start class, shaking us out of our normal, but also even just expanding so that our box can be a little bit bigger today. So physically, we do that through stretching. So beautiful stretches today that'll just help the body feel really nice. But also just kind of being playful, recognizing that there's more than one way to do things correctly. And so as you travel through class, especially if there's different goals and dreams that you'd like to start to activate, the very season is starting to have the energy expanding outward. The winter and the fall very much start to travel inward, where it's more of an inner journey and resting time, versus the spring that's starting to get more active. There's more sun every day from here to the summer solstice. So the very energy of the world, the earth right now, is supporting you in initiating these dreams and hopes that may be coming alive for you. Just a couple more belly breaths, breathing into the earth here. And we'll start to head into a stretch from this shape. It starts off with our right leg sliding out through the right side like a half frog. We'll add in that right arm, kind of taking that 90-degree angle shape to that side too. Right cheek on floor, left hand can slide down by the side. So how this pose can help to stretch the neck just a little bit. And then lifting up the head, thread the left shoulder under the right arm space. From there, the right arm starts to play with opening. So this sets us up into a twist. Note that you can absolutely be playful with this twist. So you get to choose now if it's more about keeping the knee on the ground and then the shoulders just kind of float open, or if you want to return the back all the way to the ground and maybe the knee floats up. It's anywhere in between. Feel how this just kind of, you're just creating more space along the spine. around, letting the hips fall all the way open. We're now laying on our back a little bit off the mat, and that's okay. There's some of the poses that are going to take us slightly off the mat. And from here, right leg is going to stretch up to sky. So this is like that hand to big toe pose we were talking about before class. So if you'd like the strap to help you stretch out that right leg to sky, grab your strap, hook it on. Otherwise, right hand supporting either the shin or the right big toe, letting the leg lengthen upward, upward, up. This right leg to open a bit wider to the right, getting into inner thigh a bit more. And the leg starts to rise back up. Take the left hand or the left with the foot or the strap, and then keeping the hip either on the ground or just floating off the ground, let the leg cross over to the left a bit more. So this is more for the IT band. Releasing that, start to return onto belly. Left knee slides up to the left, a frog. So I'm just taking a couple of breaths there. It opens up the hip space. Left elbow slides down through that side. Left cheek to the floor, right arm down by the sides for this moment. We'll start to thread the right shoulder under that left armpit space. The left arm can start to open up. Again, the twist is up to you. So maybe you're focusing on the left knee staying in contact with the floor, just opening up the shoulder to the extent possible. Or maybe the shoulder comes in contact with the ground and the knee floats up a little. What feels good to add length to the spine? Allowing the hips to go all the way to the floor, left leg extend up to sky. Strap or connect the hand. Just take a mental note of about what angle and where you grip on the strap. Just take note of this because this will be similar when we're standing later. The grip will be very similar to how it is. And let's start to open the leg up to left. As the foot rises, the right hand takes over foot or strap. And the leg crosses just slightly over to the right, so the hip is just beginning to lift off the ground. Beautiful. Roll onto the belly. There's a breath or two, an alligator, just breathing belly into the ground. And then we'll press back into a child's pose. These can be slightly wider or slightly narrower. It's just up to you what feels good. With how this pose feels early in the day. Lowering back and hips, all these goodies. Receive a different kind of shape than usual. So now take the right arm, thread it under the left armpit space. And try to see if the left fingers can walk just a little bit further forward. Wind this right arm, left arm threads under through, and the right fingertips walk forward just a little bit more. Unwind. And we'll start to go back and forth. At first, we keep the knees on the ground, just kind of scoot forward, dropping the hips a little bit, and then scooting hips back to child. Give it enough time that you can feel length at each of the extremes. Lengthen the belly and the front of the chest for the forward part. And length through the back muscles, quads, all those goodies as you go back. Two more small like this. And then we'll start to go back and forth between more of an upward facing dog where the knees are a little lifted. Hips just drop to the comfortable level. And then upward facing dog. Upward and downward facing dog, back and forth. Maybe more like a plank if the comfort level of the back arching isn't quite there. And feel how nice that down dog is. Stretching out the legs after the child poses. Next time in down dog, you can stay, pedal up the legs if needed. Shift forward into plank. The shoulders right over the wrists. The feet are nice and wide. And then rock the heels over to the right. If the balance is there, that left arm can rise up. Side plank, that's fine. You're always welcome to drop the right knee down. Good. More breaths. Right hand down, lift the knee if it's not there. And goes over to left. Right arm rises. Option to drop left knee. One more inhale. Exhale. Arm down, hips up, downward facing dog. Right leg reaches up to sky. And step right foot in between the hands, lower the back knee down. Pushing the hips forward, hands are welcome to stay on the ground. Up to the knee, or reach up to the sky. And as hands lower, front leg straightens, bow forward, half split. From here, slide the straight leg open to the right. Up high, slide right hand on right leg, left hand up, and then over, taking up space, like we're expanding the box that we're in. We're pushing it to different levels. Rising up. Lower down to the elbows. Start by straightening the low back. And then if you still want more stretch, walk the elbows a little closer to the straight leg. Okay, back up to hands. The straight leg crosses all the way past the left side of the mat. Push the hips to the right, gaze over your left shoulder to the toes. And stretch through that outer hip area. And slide the straight leg to the back of the mat, push into calf stretch. And transition up to down dog, having the legs if you like. Good. Shoulders scoop forward over wrist. Just a quick one. You don't have to lift the arm if you don't want to, but both heels to right and maybe left arm rises. Inhale. Exhale, hand down. Heels to left. Maybe right arm rises. Inhale. Exhale, hand down, hips up, down dog. Left leg floats. Step in between the hands, lower the back knee. Scoot the hips forward. Hands can stay on the floor. And come up to knee. Still scooting forward. Option to float the arms. Good work. Lower hands to floor, straighten front leg. Half split. Leg will start to slide straight up to left and up high. Left hand slides down left leg, right arm up and over. As you lean over, imagine you're pushing the edges of the box a little further. Opening up the realm of possibilities. Stepping outside the box even. As we live such a small existence, like we're trying to do it to appease others or just because we don't want attention. Today we're opening like that's the sprout breaking out of the seed. Come up and lower to elbows. Focus first on the low back, trying to straighten. And push the hips back, lengthen the head forward. And then if you feel like you still need more, inch the elbows a little closer to straight leg. And plant the hands. Straight leg crossed off to the right. Push hips to left, gaze over right shoulder at the toes. Foot comes to back of mat, calf stretch, push back until you feel the calf opening. Good, up to down dog. Feet going a bit wide. We walk our hands backwards and we drop into Malasana. So another way, we're going a little outside the box, heading at the back of the mat today. Deep breaths, go in, spine lengthens tall, and out. Option to stay here or take a twist. Left shoulder comes closer to left knee, left hand on floor, right hand to sky, or binding. Okay, back through the center Malasana. Right shoulder down, right hand down, left hand up, or bind around the leg. Malasana. Just a little longer if your feet are okay. Drop the head down. Roll the right ear to right shoulder. Head down. Left ear to left shoulder. Head down. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Fingertips find the floor. Slowly let the legs straighten. If the feet need to kind of wiggle out for a moment, take some time. And then eventually we're ending up in a nice forward fold, toes turning to forward. We'll go through maybe the shift of the wiggling Shifts from the feet up to the knees and the hips. Next inhale, slowly circling the arms to your sides up to the sky. Hands to the heart. Right hand to low back. Left hand up to the sky. And kind of as we lean over that right shoulder, twisting back. Return. Left hand to low back, right hand up and back. Here. Hands at the hips, keeping them square. Leave the left foot at the back center, right foot steps halfway up the mat. Good. So hands are at the hips just to keep them square so we're not turning them to the side. Keep them square forward. Start to lean forward. When you get about halfway down, hands can drop down to shin. Or if it's easy to reach further, you're welcome to go for floor. Suck bend the knees. Roll the spine up. Leave right foot, step left foot up toward the top. Hands at the hips. Hips square as we get halfway down. At that point, drop hands to shin or lower. Bend to the knees, roll up. And we're stepping up to top of mat. Here we'll play with hand to big toe balance. So if you'd like the strap, go ahead and grab it. The strap will be around right foot. Okay, if you're doing hand to big toe, first two fingers around right toes. Otherwise, get the right foot. I like to kind of walk the strap up closer and then extend forward. You're welcome to grab with both hands or just free out one hand so the other arm can kind of help you balance. That's fine. The point that's not moving to look at. Maybe you want to try to open the leg out wide for just a moment. You don't have to. Forward. And then we drop, cross this foot in front. Roll down for a moment. You want to go a little deeper, walk the hand a little further to right. Up forward, soften the knees, rise. Uncross. Right foot is standing foot now. Start to shift weight there. Left foot gets the strap. Or coming up, grab the big toe. Spine is erect. Once you're there, so sometimes I'll start with a strap here, spine is tall. Good. You ready to extend? Take it. The other arm can help balance if that's nice, if that's helpful. Option to open the side for just a moment. Forward. And then as you release, cross. Roll the head down. You want a little more, hands walking to left, get you there. Forward. Rocking the knees, rise. Uncross. Release straps. Now circle up. Hands to heart. Open the elbows, chest forward. And hands to heart. Now as we're standing on left, right leg will cross off the mat to past the left side. And then up overhead, grab right wrist. Pull that to the left also. So everything's going to back. Good. Release. We're stepping up at the top, crossing the left foot to the right. Grab the left wrist, pull it to the right. And up at the top. Good. Adding on, stepping on left. Cross the right foot to the left. Grab right, pull it to the left. Please. We're finding our balance on the front foot. We're going to try to float the knee, the right knee in front of us. Grab around the knee if you can and try to pull it in. Lengthen spine up. Good. Slowly kick back, warrior three. And softly land the foot, warrior one. Back heel down, good. Taking a twist, right hand goes forward, left hand goes back. So it's a twist to the back door, funky side. And stack up, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Right fingers to right leg, left hand up and over. And left elbow to left thigh, right arm up and over. Opening up to a star pose. Turn the toes to the long edge of the mat. Our arms reaching up, good. And almost like an ice skater, we're taking the right foot, slide it into that crossed position at the back, off the mat. Good. And grab the right hand, pull it to the left. Good. Good. Open back out, start. And ice skater to the other side. Good. Start, toes turn forward, hands to hips, bow forward, wide ankle. Bend the knees, roll the spine up. Front toes turn forward. Start, open the arms and triangle. Shift forward to reach hand to shin. Left reaching all the way up. The sky pushing the box upward that way. Beautiful. Rising up. Soften the front knee, warrior two. Taking the right hand to base of neck. Left hand grabs that elbow and we lean forward. Beautiful. Open warrior two. And left hand to base of neck. Right hand grabs the elbow, lean back. Warrior two. Heart will lean forward, balancing star or half moon. And we land the hands down to the floor in front of us with the right leg floating. But from here, we're going to try to get the right toes to tap the ground on the right, then the standing leg. Good. And it's like a rainbow. And lift that up as high as you can behind you. And cross, tap off to the left, the standing leg is bending. Good. One more rainbow up. And land the foot. Take a breath. Inhale. Rise. Hands to the heart. Okay. Left leg crossing to right. Head above head. Pull to the right. Okay. Stand. Gather left knee. Lengthen spine up. Warrior 3. Warrior 1. Twist the front door. And up. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Reverse warrior, leaning backward. Descend. Extended side angle. Warrior 2. Star. Ice skater, right leg crosses back. Open, start. Ice skater, other side. And start. Good. Hands to hips. One more time. Forward fold. Choose new arm position if it helps you reach a little further outside the box. Soft bend to the knees. Roll up. Front toes turn forward. Open the arms. Triangle. Reach forward. And shin left to sky. Rising. Soften the front knee, bend. Right hand to back of neck. Grab the elbow, lean backwards. Warrior 2. Left hand to base of neck. Grab elbow, lean forward. Warrior 2. Floating star or half moon. Getting both hands to land in front of you. Hips are more square. Good. Then for a rainbow, the left toes go to the left. Standing leg is bent. And lift. As high as you can, rainbow. And land off to the right. Standing leg is bent again. And lift. Good. Step down. Slide the hands at the shins. Half lift. And lower back down. And shifting weight into left foot, right leg comes back. Another rainbow. So right toes go to the right. And lift rainbow. Land to the left. And lift. And then now from here, take right knee, bend it, land to the outside of left foot. Once you're there, sit back. Our legs are crossed. We should have left crossed over. Other way. That's okay. That's okay. So right hand or right elbow, hook around that left knee. And we're twisting. From here, as we lean forward, either stay with the knee stack, lean forward, or shift it to more of a shin or just cross leg position if that helps both sitting bones stay down. Or leaning forward either way. Allow the hip muscles to relax. Keep the right leg bent in front of us. Left leg swings all the way. It's journeying all the way back into pigeon. Doing sleeping pigeon or any other variations that feel nice. Lifting the hands. Shifting back either to down dog or to kneeling. It's a simple recovery shape. So movement through the hips will feel really nice to loosen it up. Good. We're transitioning back forward for the second side. We'll take one last side plank. This one will be another one where we hold for a little while. So I'll give you 3 options when we get there. Start off lifting the knees, plank position. Both toes drop to right. So you can lower right knee, that's option 1. Keep the feet wide as option 2, floating left arm up. Option 3, stack the feet. You could even take option 4, lift the hips a little, and then try to float the top leg. Open the feet back out, plank. And go shift to left. Option 1, kneeling. Option 2, feet wide, right arm lifts. Option 3, feet stack. Option 4, hips up. And float the top leg. Good work. Land. Slowly journey up to top of mat. Shins half lift. And find the floor. Weight shifts into right foot. Left leg kicks directly back behind us. Last time, rainbows. So tap off to the left, standing leg is bent. Rainbow that foot up behind you as high as it can go. Off, crossing to right. Rainbow back up one more time. Good. Bent left knee lands beside right foot. Oh, sorry, left knee. That's probably half of it. Is if I did the wrong side. Good. So you should have right leg over now. The left hand or left elbow hooks. Lengthen spine up. And twist. Slowing the breath. Face forward. If both sitting bones are down, you can stay with the knee stack. Otherwise, open up to shin or cross leg. And then forward. The slowing, body temperature cooling. And full. And rising up, we leave left leg bent. Right leg does that journey all the way back, pigeon. And this one we do a recovery shape, swinging both legs forward. Let both feet plant, take a few windshield wipers. And that feels good. Slide into cobbler. Feet heels as close as feels comfortable. Lift up spine tall. Try to keep it straight as you tilt forward. And you can't go any further forward at that point. Release the spine heavy forward. A nice curvature. Rising up. The legs. Walk through the center. As you walk in, start to listen to the intuition, the body. If there's last stretches that your body craves, take as much time as you need to explore any of those. Eventually we'll head to Shavasana, but it's not a rush to get there. It's just the journey. So with this outside the box expansiveness, Shavasana can be a beautiful time, not for the physical level, but for the consciousness level or the soul level, whatever we're made out of. Sometimes if we just let the breath go, just let the body relax, our thoughts have had time to settle down. Sometimes there's this little gift that can happen in Shavasana where without focusing on anything, suddenly realize, wow, it's like my soul, my consciousness is expanding. I feel like I'm bigger than this space, bigger than just getting larger and larger. So allow, if possible, just by a softening, allow that deeper kind of expansion to take place if it wishes to do so today. You can do deepen the inhales. Deepen the exhales. Introduce tiny movements back to the body. Stretching out in ways that feel good. The fetal position is really nice. Just 3 or 4 more good deep breaths. Rising when you feel ready. So here with hands at the heart, we reconnect with our intention. Perhaps most of our life has been very small. Perhaps, well, what kind of a life is it if this year looks just like last year? That looks just like the previous year. So instead, I invite us today to consider expanding the box, trying new things, openness to fresh, new perspectives, and new goals, new opportunities. So with this expansiveness to lead us on, let's wrap up the time we shared together with the sound of Om. Deep inhale now. May we be filled with light and happiness and peace. Namaste.